Okay, we're back with our international show for the day. And you can have it on the web. Our website is on the screen for you now. And let's make it really be profitable. Colleen, I was talking to you during the break, and I wanted to take the lead and go and say, how does the restorative justice is applied, or how it goes with minors there, or poorer communities?
Well, one of the ways restorative justice is used, it relates to the topic that we talked about earlier, the police conflict. There's a program called Bridging the Divide, which I am involved in and helped to create, and it involves the police and youth sitting together in a restorative manner in peace circles, speaking to each other, not while they're out on the street where the crisis is happening, but rather in a safe place where they can have the opportunity to tell each other how they feel.
There's this place where that holds meetings. Is that it? I mean,
yes, they sit in a circle. It can happen. It can happen anywhere, as long as it can happen at a school. It can happen sometimes at the police station, in the YMCA, a community center. Where the important thing is that they're gathering, that everyone feels safe, and they're able to be free with their dialogue and allow each other to hear what their experiences have been with each other. So that is one way in which restorative justice is used.
These kids that are invited for these meetings, are they kids that got somehow involved in transgressions or some minor crimes?
Sometimes. I mean, I think it's best when you have a combination of court-involved youth and children that are not involved in the court. I think that they can both benefit from being with each other. But that's one way. You talked about more low-income, inner-city children. They tend to be in schools that maybe have gang problems and can be dangerous. One way restorative justice is very effective is to, again, sitting down. Peace circles are a big practice that's used in the city of Chicago to try to come up with solutions and try to understand how each of the members of that circle feel and how each other's behavior is affecting them. And then, importantly, to try to work towards a solution on where they can go from there.
Yeah, because staying in a circle and hugging each other and say, okay, we are going to be in peace now, won't really do the trick unless you have something set for them, or a solution for them to go, or a plan, or
sometimes yes and sometimes no. I mean,
you set the mood with this, but it's more like the first step, right?
It is a first step, but understanding how someone feels, exchanging stories with each other can be a very powerful thing. And sometimes, hearts and minds can shift in one circle. It's not the magic pill, but it's a way to begin that process of speaking with each other. Would you say that's?
Yeah, I think it's important to think about the fact that absent any other type of contact, if a police officer only sees youth when youth are in trouble, and if youth only see police officers when they're responding to trouble, they form these conceptions of each other, and they don't know each other as human beings.
Yeah, they have these stereotypes.
They do, and so if you meet in a different scenario for a different purpose, and you start to have a dialogue and build a relationship, even if there's nothing else that is planned for the future, the next time that police officer encounters a youth who is in trouble, or a youth on the street, they will think about them differently, and the youth will think about the police officer differently, and you start to build a different sort of relationship and a different sort of common experience, and that helps settle things down in a community when there's trouble.
Okay. Well, two ways to go. You stayed the whole day at the seminar today, and you saw, I guess you heard many stories and the situations or cases that could or not be similar to the ones you faced. I guess they are pretty similar in some of the cases. You guys there started the process long before us. Are we on the right track?
I would say you are definitely on the right track. I was very impressed with this seminar, this Congress, very impressed with the Brazilian people. Their hearts are in the right place. I found them to be very organized in their approach on how they are trying to move forward with restorative justice. We can learn a lot from you.
Really?
Yeah, I sat for 4 hours this morning in a circle setting with Guarda Civil Municipal from Laranja.
Okay.
From
Laranjal, okay.
Yeah, from a local community in São Paulo. And the police officers who facilitated that circle and ran that session were as skilled as any I've seen in the United States. It was very professionally done and very thoughtfully done. Again, it's very impressive.
Yeah, and I think it's nice to hear that, because I used to say to my students, and we deal with students in exchange programs, that usually when a Brazilian goes abroad, it goes out with a very low self-esteem in terms of citizenship, in terms of nationality. We even have a coined phrase for that. We say we have a mutt complex. Now, it's something that has to do with soccer, it has to do with the time we lost the World Cup here in 1950. It even got worse. Now I know, let's not go to this way.
Yeah.
And then when they are there, actually there, they see, well, we are not inferior to anyone. We are just like them.
Yes.
And when you receive a compliment, like you're saying, they would say, well, okay, maybe we are really doing a good thing, which is nice to hear. So I think with that, we will interrupt our talk. I think it was a brief moment, and we have 2 more guests to have here. And well, thank you very much. And I hope you return to Brazil, and I hope you take to the United States some good image of the way we are conducting the issue.
Obrigado.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be back in 1 more minute with 2 other guests for you.
Este é o Mais Um. Para o Mais Um, pensar é assim, meio complicado, sabe? O Mais Um acha que suas atitudes não fazem a diferença e acredita que universidade é tudo igual, só vale pelo diploma. Por que ser mais um se você pode ser único? Vestibular 2016 Católica de Santos. Inscreva-se e valorize a oportunidade de ser único.